Hey Saggies, welcome back to my channel. Don't mind my hair. I took out my hair. I gotta do my hair over, so don't mind me, okay? I'm coming to you as I am. I feel like that's a message too, like, because we're here for God, right? And we're here for changing, we're here for healing, we're here for evolution and things like that. So God is asking you to come as you are. This is a real thing. This is not like a show or, of course, we always want to look good. Of course, for me, I love dressing up. I love doing my hair, my nails, and all that stuff. But God is just like, listen, go as you are, because this is really about healing and coming to God as your natural self in your truest, purest form. So, now, for Sagittarius, this is a Sagittarius reading, because I was like, I have to do Sagittarius first. Now, I got a lot of messages, because when I was at work, I was walking, and I felt like a presence behind me, like hovering over me. But I didn't feel scared or anything like that. I just felt like really protected. And I heard the words, fear not, fear not. So somehow that leaded me into the archangels. So I feel like a lot of you guys are surrounded and protected by the archangels, and specifically these two archangels that came across when I was channeling your message, Sagittarius, was Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael. So for those of you that are not really familiar with the archangels, you definitely should go and do your own research so you can gain and gather your own knowledge. But just to be really brief, Archangel Gabriel is one of the highest ranking angels alongside Angel Michael. But let's talk about Gabriel first. Gabriel represents fertility. He represents the message. He's a messenger for God. He's a dream interpreter. He was there when he came and announced the birth or the conception of Jesus. And he also went to, who did he go to? He went to Zechariah to go and to let God know. He came to convey a message to Zechariah from God that they were going to be conceiving a wife, that a baby, his wife Elizabeth was going to be able to conceive. And I feel like that is a lot of those, because when I was looking up, refreshing my brain on Archangel Gabriel, he was giving me a lot of messages. Like, I feel like really tapped in, because it's like, so some of you guys are birthing something new. It's like the information is so magnificent that I can't even, I'm like having trouble getting it out. Like, a lot of you guys, because Gabriel is associated with fertility. He came and announced to Mary that she was going to be conceiving Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we found out that Jesus was coming, the Son of God. And then also too, the fact that every time he came, he made an appearance. Some of the times that he made an appearance, it was regarding a birth. So some of you guys could be birthing something new, creating something new. And when we talk about birth, babies, creation, it's so funny, I have the world on my shirt, right? Everything is synchronicities, and that's what I was realizing this week too. Like, everything that I was encountering was synchronicities. Everything, including even the numbers. Because when the number 2 for this week is 333, and also I kept seeing the number 1213, which is actually my birthday. So that's what actually led me to go and refresh my brain on the archangels. Because for some reason I just was feeling like somebody is behind me, protecting me. I felt safe, So a lot of you guys could be creating something new, or something new is going to be happening in your life. And also too, every time Gabriel made an appearance in the Bible, it was regarding interpreting messages for God, interpreting dreams. He made an appearance to Daniel, when Daniel had to interpret dreams for the king. And also for the king's son, when King Nebuchadnezzar, however you say his name, when he died, he also had to interpret dreams for the son, and he was able to give. But there was something funny that the king did, Nebuchadnezzar did to Daniel. He didn't tell him details of the dream. He just told him to tell him what the dream meant. So that's pretty crazy, right? How could you tell somebody what the dream meant if you don't even know what the dream is? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys are being divinely guided, because some of these messages could be a little like difficult to like point out or to like, you know, figure out. And so you're being divinely guided to get like the correct interpretation of what the dream is really meant. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he was able to go and tell. He became a dream interpreter or a vision interpreter for the kings, Daniel, and then also Joseph too. So he made an appearance a lot of times in the Bible for these, mostly these specific reasons. So I'm just getting like, some of you guys could be like preachers, teachers, tarot card reader like myself. You could just be somebody that has dreams, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some of you guys could be dealing with the Pisces, or you could just be somebody that's, because Piscean energy, when you talk about Piscean energy, it's somebody that's very wise and very spiritual. So some of you guys, a lot of you guys could be very spiritual. So, and you would be having dreams to where you need to interpret. You're trying to find out ways to interpret the dreams of what's going to happen, because some of these things could actually help you and save you. I'm hearing life and death. I don't know. Maybe it is like the rebirth, because another thing I was getting too, life and death, they just told me life and death, because I was getting the number 33, 33, 12, 13. And when you talk about three is a number of creation. When one parent, one woman, and one man make a baby, 1 + 1 actually equals 3, because you're creating a baby. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I totally lost my train of thought. So it's also, and remember when I told you that Archangel Gabriel came to announce the conception of Jesus to Mary. So it's like the birth, and then number 33, I believe, is when Jesus actually died on the cross. So don't quote me, look that up yourself. Always, any preacher, teacher, tarot card reader, anybody you ever go to, make sure you always do your own research. Read books, read the Bible, read whatever, to make sure you get your own knowledge and your own understanding of what it is, because the Bible is full of ambiguity, to where there's a lot of different interpretations, and so you want to just try to get as many interpretations as you can, and then maybe you could just come up with your own, or you stick with whichever you feel is the best. I don't know. This is how we all living in this world anyway, you know what I'm saying? There's not one interpretation. There's so many interpretations in the Bible. Because another thing too, so some of you guys could be tarot card readers. But another thing I wanted to say too is that when my son woke up, and I'm going to do a tarot card reading later. I'm going to try to get this message out really quick. I'm going to make it quick. My little son woke up this morning and he told me that he had a dream. And he was like, he was near the Dead Sea. I'm like, the Dead Sea? I looked up Dead Sea. There's no Dead Sea. But there actually is a Dead Sea. It's a Dead Sea Scrolls. So I was like, So, you know, Gabriel is actually working with you to give you information, to give you knowledge, so that way you'll be able to interpret and learn the things. Because also, so he's like a guiding force to where he's helping you to learn things. Gabriel is also associated with helping people in their business and things like that. So for my Sagittarius out there, listen to your divine guided messages, because these messages are helping you to be able to gain clarity, because whenever Gabriel comes around, he brings clarity. And number 3 is about creation, the birth of Jesus and the life of Jesus. Number 33, 333. Though that number 3, letter 3. I mean, I said letter. Number 3 is all about creation and creativity and birthing new ideas, new beginnings, fresh starts, and things like that. And old things could be dying out with the death energy. You know, old things could be dying out, and a new way of being is. So some of you guys are changing the way how you do things. You could be changing the way how you react, how you respond, who you deal with, who you create with, who you collab with. Or you could be getting new ideas of what to create, what to do, as far as when it comes to your business, your personal life, your love life. I'm hearing personal affairs. Yeah, personal affairs. So yeah, that's one message that I got. Now the other archangel, Michael. Michael is associated with strength, wisdom. He's the contender. I'm getting willpower, you know. He was the one that contended and fought against Lucifer. But one thing that stood out to me when I was studying Archangel Michael is that him and Lucifer had an altercation. They had an altercation over Moses' body. And everybody knows Moses. You know, if you need to know Moses, go back to the Bible, book of Genesis, and refresh your brain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Exodus. Is it Exodus? Yeah, Exodus. When he freed the Israelites or whatever. Everybody knows about Moses. Book of Exodus. So, that really stood out to me because he had an argument. Because when Moses had died, they, how do you call it? The devil wanted to come and take Moses' body away from him, so he can perform a ritual. Now, I feel like somebody could be performing a ritual on you. Somebody could be trying to use your body, your energy, your creativity, and perform a ritual against you and erase. Because I feel like what the devil was trying to do, now it could be wrong, but because what did he want to do with Moses' body? He wanted to perform some sort of ritual for evil, and it wasn't for good. So some people could be wanting to use your body for wealth, for fame. They could want to be using your energy for wealth or fame. To, you know what I'm saying? So be aware of who you're having sex with, who you're collabing with, who you're mixing energies with. Somebody could be really truly fighting over your ideas or something like that. I don't know what it is. So that really stood out to me. But what mostly stood out to me the most is that when they were arguing over Moses' body, Michael never condemned Satan. He never cursed him. He never said nothing. So some of you guys, people could be fighting over something of yours. Some people could be fighting you for whatever. Fighting you for your happiness, fighting for your joy, fighting you for your own stuff. And it's like you're needing to make sure you be very smart and use your discernment as to not go back and forth with these people. When all Michael said to Lucifer was, God will rebuke you. Because he knew that it wasn't his place. It's not his battle to fight. That's a battle between him and God. So a lot of us who are readers, teachers, whatever, you needed to make sure you understand that a lot of these battles is not for us to fight. So you don't have to go back and say things or condemn people, or because it's almost as if like, and Michael is very powerful. He could have used his authority. He's high ranking. He's a one of the highest ranking angels in the spiritual realm. So he could have used his authority to condemn Satan, but he didn't. So a lot of you guys are needing to just hold your peace and let God deal with whatever he needs to deal with. Deal with these people, deal with whatever. Don't go back and forth with the enemy, because you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to prove that you roll with God. People will see. People know Michael for who he is. People know Michael. Everybody knows Michael. There's not one person that, even the people that don't believe in God know Michael, who Archangel Michael is. You know what I'm saying? So let God deal with these. Let God fight your battles. Let God be the one to deal with your enemies. Because then it will be almost as if like you're taking, like you're using your ego and your pride to step over God. And you want to be the one in control. You really want to be the one to show your authority. You don't have that right. You don't have that right. You don't have that right. That's God's fight. This is God's territory. God, and to be honest with you, God, when God does it, he does it better than how we would do it. To be honest, I wouldn't want to take over it. I would rather let God deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And not wishing bad on anybody or wishing ill. That's another thing too. You always want to, because those of us that are tarot readers or we're spiritual or we have a higher understanding, you don't want to wish bad on people because you understand. We have a higher understanding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why wish bad on people? Why wish bad on them? It's just, for my enemies, I pray for understanding for them. So that that way they can gain more understanding and it can actually help them to be able to maneuver in the world. Because if you operate out of ego and pride, that is man's downfall. Ego and pride. It's one of the downfalls of man. Ego and pride. Because you're not listening to God. That's some of the reasons why Moses even got in trouble with God. Because of his ego and because of his pride. And because of his unwillingness to obey God and do what he was told. A lot of us, especially for our Sagittarius, y'all need to just do what y'all told. Keep your eye on your purpose. Keep your eye on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. If you're supposed to be healing people, then you heal people. If you're supposed to be working on whatever, you know, I'm getting like distractions. Ego and pride could be a distraction too. So we're not here for that. We're not here for that at all. We're not here for that at all, you know? So, oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting the mess. You see? This is what I'm talking about with distractions. You see? Keep your eye, yo, I swear to God, it's always synchronicities, yo. Sagittarius, a lot of you guys are tapped all the way in. And now, before I get to the tarot cards, okay, or I'm gonna just probably do Oracle. I probably won't get into too much tarot today. I haven't been doing too much tarot lately because it's a bunch of negative things, and it's always the same negative story. This person is hating, or this person is conniving. I really, and I know we're supposed to look at both sides of the coin, you know, so you can be able to balance it all out. But I'll be like, damn, I'm just so tired of the negativity. Like I really want everybody to come to some form of understanding. We don't all have to agree, but we could all have a higher understanding and respect each other. Like, oh, okay, you're Catholic? Okay, I totally understand, you know? I may not agree with it, but I respect you, and that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? So those of us that work for God, you don't have to prove that you work for God. Michael could have easily went out there and said, listen, I'm God's top angel. No, when you really walk with God, you don't have to respond. So I feel like Sagittarius, a lot of you guys are changing the way how you respond to certain situations. You're just changing it because honestly, it's beneath. We're supposed to be acting like royals. You know, the archangels are royals. They call Archangel Michael the Prince of God. You know what I'm saying? So, no, he's the one that fought against Lucifer to defeat. You know what I'm saying? And even sometimes, another thing too, I wanted to say before I got so many messages, I swear. So Sagittarius, a lot of you could be getting a lot of downloads. Like everywhere I go, there's a lot of synchronicities. Everywhere I go. When there was another time when he had an altercation, it was a couple of times when Michael had altercations with Lucifer, but with Satan. But this other time, I guess when they were fighting now, he had transformed. The devil transformed into a dragon on my Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael did not transform. And this is going back into the first message that I'm saying. You don't have to show. You don't have to show your magic powers. You don't have to show your capabilities. Archangel Michael decided, because he could have transformed too into something else. But he said, no, I'm going to fight the devil as I am. So a lot of you guys are needed to stay true and authentic to who you truly are. And that is what's going to defeat your enemies. Saggies, do not change. Now, some of you guys could be changing for the better, which is good. You could be upgrading things, being more smart, being more diligent as to protecting your territory, protecting yourself, protecting your body, protecting your mind, protecting your home, your children, and this and that, you know? So that is good as far as when it comes to like elevating, but there's no devolution. Because I saw that in the Bible too, that word stood out to me, devolution. We want to evolve, not devolve. You know what I'm saying? So keep changing for the better. Don't change for the worse. What else did I want to say? So Michael is associated with, he's a warrior. He's a conduit for gods, for power, strength, might, and willpower. So a lot of you guys are needing to really use your willpower at this time. Use your discernment and let God fight your battles. Leave these battles with God, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of trickery. Number 3, too, is also Gemini energy, which represents the community, siblings, brothers, family, and trickery. When we talk about Gemini energies, Gemini is the twins, Pollux, and damn, what was the other brother's name? Castor and Pollux. Those are the 2 twins. They did trickery. You know what I'm saying? But they too also were messengers of God. So Archangel Michael could be associated with Gemini energy too. So a lot of Gemini energy, communication, the community, yeah, learning, intelligence. Because when you think about Gemini energy, it's all about intel, communications, messages, interpretations, and things like that. So a lot of you guys are highly tapped in and connected. So stay connected to God. Don't pay attention to distractions. Don't take powers into your own hand to defeat the enemy. Because when and another thing that came to my mind is Legion, the movie Legion. When I was watching Legion, I was watching like a video of them describing Legion, right? There was an old lady in there. Some of you guys could be, and she was actually a demon. She was possessed. Some of you guys could be dealing with older people that are like jealous of you and they're possessed. For real, like you thinking it's just a harmless person. No, they're actually really harmful. You know what I'm saying? To you spiritually. So definitely protecting yourselves. It could be older people that weren't able to make the decisions that you're making in your life now, and they're looking at you and they're like, oh my God, you're able to make the decisions that we've always wanted to make. Not a lot of people are strong enough to break free and choose themselves. So Sagittarius, a lot of you guys have broken free and you chose yourself. You chose to love yourself. You chose to be free. You chose to open your mind and expand your brain, learn so many different things. When you talk about Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, it's all about learning. Archangel Gabriel is helping you to expand your business. Some of you guys may have a spiritual business. He's helping you expand that. Archangel Michael is helping you to use your willpower and your strength and your wisdom for good. Stay connected. What else? So listen, honey. Now the number 1213, 1213, when you think about 1213, right? 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 is the number 7. Is that a coincidence? It can't be. It can't be. I kept on seeing that number 1213, 1213, 1213. I'm like, oh my God. When you add it up all together, it means 7. 7 is a spiritual number. It has a lot to do with spiritual enlightenment. The angels. Everybody knows what 7 means, you know? So this is really true. Like, this is really true. Like, you guys are really highly protected and you're being divinely guided. Do not let these devils steal your joy or steal your whatever it is that they're trying to steal from you and claim it as theirs. And even if they are trying to do it, or whatever they're trying to do, it's like, well, that's not your battle to fight. You know what I'm saying? Leave it with God. But going back to the thing, and so not only that older people are possessed. But in the movie too, it's like you're dealing with people that are being infiltrated, whether they know it or not. They're being infiltrated, because in Legion too, the police officers they were there, they were driving the guy. I think they were actually driving Archangel Michael, and all of a sudden they turned and they started twitching and shit like that. Like, they were actually conduits. The demons had entered in their body and used these people as vessels. So a lot of people could be being used as vessels to attack you, to come after you, to destroy you, to break you down, to hinder you, to block you. You know what I'm saying, Sag? So be very smart at this time, and it's time to be very discerning. If I were you, I wouldn't be too close with people like that. Nah, I wouldn't get too close. So let's see. Yeah, what did I just say? Athena, think. Athena was a strategist. She was a war strategist. Actually, I actually associate Athena with Sagittarius energy. For those of you, study Athena. Sagittarius energy is warrior energy, strategics, strategists, I mean. We are known to be able to strategize in war. We are the ones that give counsel to people who are having war, because we are so strategic and we know how to strategize. So it's all about using your strategy at this time, Saggies. What is so crazy that will come out, right? I shuffled this card like so many times. You were there when I was shuffling. Aquarius energy. So be aware of whatever it is that's going on the internet, whatever it is that's happening around you, who you're collaborating with this Aquarius energy. Because Aquarius energy is air energy too. It's all about communications, intel, connections, networking, anything like that. So be aware of what's happening around you. Some of you guys are needing to get out of the matrix for a little bit and go within and come up with a good game plan. With this Mars energy here, why is this Mars energy here? Motion. Some of you guys need to take action on something. I'm feeling like too, some people might be needing to go get dressed or do something. Work out, stay in the gym. Give me another card for this third house. Oh, okay. So some of you guys are needing to fiercely say what it is that you need to say and stand on that. The energy is sextile energy, because I have this energy, or learn too. The energy is conducive for this type of motion right now, because this card does say motion. So taking action on communicating, working, learning, studying, reading. It's all about learning and expanding, exercising. Yeah, because his arms look so strong, like muscles. Like he exercises, So some of you guys could be exercising. You could be hitting up the gym. Also, too, you could be learning things, communicating whatever it is that you learn, or continuously learning nonstop. Because Gemini energy is all about intel. 12th house energy, Piscean energy, yeah. And you got the gold card, Mercury energy here again. Mercury energy again. So some of you guys are supposed to be helping the community to learn. Oh my God, there's so much Gemini energy, yo. So much Gemini energy. Cross-pollinate. So Archangel Gabriel is really here, for real. Archangel Gabriel is really here. And there's an emphasis on snakes. Something to do with snakes. Some of you guys could be dealing with people that are very snaky, so being very wise, but also being able to use the same tricks that the enemy uses on you, on them. Right? Neptune energy, because some of these people are living in delusions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you Sagittariuses, you're over here, you're working on your midhaven. Leo energy here with the sun. You're working on your happiness. Some of you guys could be working on a relationship, a marriage, or you could just be working on yourself, doing whatever makes you happy. And a lot of people are in this sort of delusional Piscean energy, where they put themselves in some sort of prison, in some sort of box that they can't get out of. And they really believe that what they're doing is the right thing. You know, Piscean energy could be very delusional too. It's a highly spiritual. The positive side of Piscean energy is highly spiritual, with this 12th house introspection. You know, a lot of you guys could be getting a lot of introspecting things here. Your chakras could be aligning to where everything is becoming balanced. You could be eating healthy, staying away. And Piscean energies too is be aware of negative Piscean energy, like drinking, smoking, things like that. So be aware of that at this time for the weekend, Sag. But yeah, some of you guys are needing to just stay focused on what it is that you need to focus on. You can't control what people do, but you can control what it is that you do. And you don't want God to be mad at you. Because when God got mad at, sometimes when God gets mad at you, the punishment is pretty harsh. When God got mad at Moses, he wasn't able to enter into the kingdom, into the promised land. He was only able to guide the people there. But he wasn't able to enter into it after all that hard work that he did. But I think a lot of it was because of him. Because he didn't want to take accountability for his actions, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to forget. He still blamed the people. Because one of the things he said was, oh, I'm in trouble because of you guys, you know what I'm saying? He blamed the people for all his troubles. So it's like some of you guys are needed to take accountability for your actions. Or maybe this is people that you're dealing with. They don't take accountability for their actions. So these people are who you have to use your discernments with, who are in this snaky energy, gossiping about you, talking about you. They're not loyal. They could be trying to be relatable, you know, because Gemini energy could be like relatable. And it's like a lot of you guys are, but they could be doing things to where they're too relatable to where now they're not being authentic. You know what I'm saying? This is not about that. This is about you standing grounded as to who you are, using your wisdom. I had the community here again. So something to do with the community. Maybe some of you guys just needed to disappear away from the community so that you can focus on your finances and your endeavors. I don't know where I heard that, endeavors. I'm gonna look that up. What do that mean? Yeah, focus on your magic, your spiritual wisdom and things like that. Focus on your money, go to work, focus on writing, creating, and whatever it is. I think that's what God is asking you guys to do at this time. Stay away from the matrix at this time so that you can gain enough introspective, you know, as to what it is that you're gonna do next. Yeah, leaving and traveling. Leaving the community for now. Leaving the matrix for now. Leaving the web for now. Yeah, monk or nun here. I got usually monks or nuns. They go up in the mountains or something like that. And they practice, they pray, they meditate and things like that. Some of you guys maybe needed to spend time with a spouse. Spend alone time with a spouse or something like that. I don't know. Why is spouse here? This could be an old connection. Oh, this could be a spouse that you need to stay away from. Yeah, because of what they've done. A lot of you guys could be persecuted because of your beliefs. You could have been persecuted by this spouse for many, many lifetimes. And they're telling you to be a nun. Do not sleep with this person. So for some of my Saggies out there, you could be sleeping with somebody. And remember I said that before? Somebody could be using your body as a ritual. So you're needing to practice abstinence with this person. This person is unrequited love. But this could be an old connection. They could have done this to you many, many lifetimes. Many, many lifetimes. And every time they had caused you to be burned at the stake, persecuted, and inquisition. Remember back in those days when they used to burn witches? And a lot of you guys could have healed this person with this, with Native American energy here, you know? They don't like your spirituality. They don't like your belief system. They don't like what you believe. So a lot of you guys could be being persecuted. Stones could be thrown at you, you know? This is a witch that's being murdered because of her beliefs. It's almost as if like when they killed Jesus. Remember? They denied him. They denied him. Over and over and over until they killed him. They suffered him. They made him suffer. They made him bear his own cross, wear the crown. They mocked him. They teased him. And in the end, you know what I'm saying? So in the end, God will always fight your battles. God said he is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the beginning and the end. Death and rebirth. Birth and death. So you guys are protected though. Trust me. Whoever, the angels are here working with you in the spiritual realm. I'm telling you, Sag. I'm telling you. Fear not is what I heard in my ears yesterday morning. Fear not. Fear not. The angels are here working with you. What I've been saying, they're here. They made a vow. They made a vow, and they're definitely highly committed to protecting you from any harm or danger. So let's see. And then I'll let you guys go. Leave people to their demise. That's what I'm hearing. Leave people to their demise. You focus on you. I feel like they're saying detox. They're saying detox. Some of you guys need to detox the way you eat, or you could be working on that now. Because I have been getting things ready for me to detox. 1213. 1213 is also a number to prove to God. The only person you have to prove to right now that you're really committed and that you're really willing to do as you say is to God right now. You know, a lot of you guys, God is looking at you as their baby, as their child, their baby. They love you. So people are trying to start wars and battles with you. But what I'm getting to from this card too is that you guys are no joke. You guys are a force to be reckoned with. Saggies. Fear not. Look in the book. Inner child. And they want you to have fun. Have fun. Continue to flourish. Abundance. Look, listen. There's no reason why. And believe in the magic. There's no reason why you should be going against anything. You don't have to. You guys are the light. You guys are the light. That's why you're flourishing. That's why you're flourishing and you're gaining abundance. A lot of you guys are just focused on your work. You're focused on your money, your creative arts, whatever you're creating. Some of you guys could be writing a book. Some of you guys could be singers, songwriters, artists, painting, drawing, creating, whatever you're creating. And I feel like you guys are just focused on that. So keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on your purpose. Don't turn away from God. It's not your battle. This is a spiritual battle. Like when I was saying in that movie, the police officer in the movie Legion, the police officer had changed. And when the demons were done with that vessel, that body, they left his body there dead. So a lot of people they're expendable to these demons, to these devils. They're expendable. They're sacrificing themselves. So you need to focus on what you gotta focus on and keep moving forward. Look in the book. And this is all tying in with the, learning, gaining more knowledge. Some of you guys could be listening to music, dancing, or you could be probably going to a party later or creating music or something like that. Or wanting to go out, something, I don't know, something with music. Some of you guys could be invited to a party though. And find balance. Find balance. Find balance between your work, rest, and playtime. You will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So there are a lot of you guys, they're wanting you to get enough sleep. Because I feel like a lot of you guys could be anticipating something. You could be really excited about something, or you could be waiting for something. You could know something's coming, or some of you guys could be waiting for something, or you're doing something and it's like, causing you to not really sleep well. So make sure that you are getting enough sleep. The divine is telling you. So that's what I have for you guys today, Saggies. I feel like Saggies are doing their damn thing, and regardless of if people like it or not, or who cares, you know what I'm saying? You guys gotta just keep being yourself authentically and just keep moving forward. I'm hearing like just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Just something to do with water. So a lot of you guys are needed to drink water. Because what? Finding Nemo was in the ocean, right? Yeah. A lot of you guys are needed to drink a lot of water. Water during this time. Stay hydrated. And, you know, keep doing what you gotta do. And don't worry about these people and whatever they're doing. It doesn't even matter. Stay focused on the prize. You know who you are, Sag. A lot of you guys know exactly who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, wish you guys all the best of luck. Have a good day, Sagittarius. Bye. No more.